everyone, my name is Zara May, but everybody calls me Zara. I'm a lifestyle content creator, a videographer, creative director, and an editor. I love to inspire younger teenagers to find their purpose. I work hand in hand with the Responsible Teens Academy as a peer mentor, and on the side, I'm a project manager. I hope to uplift, educate, and connect with you. Can't wait to see you.
Hello, I'm Ashesi Akwashiki, an 11-year-old author, poet, and literacy advocate from Nigeria. I founded Book Buddies by Shezi, a non-profit that promotes reading and literacy among children in IDP camps and underserved schools. Through my storytelling and poetry, I inspire young girls to believe in their dreams and use their voices for change. I'm honored to be part of the International Girls Summit 2025, celebrating the voice, vision, and valor of girls everywhere.
Hi everyone, my name is Blessing Amodu and I'm currently a graduate student pursuing an advanced degree in education, but I also work in the non-profit sector as a programs manager, specifically targeting projects that deals with women and girls empowerment and education. And this is where I also find my passion, because I've come to realize that the more we amplify the voices of women and girls starting from an early age, the better we would have a world where women and girls are able to speak up for themselves and do better and succeed at things that they put their mind to do. And above all, as a Christian girl, one thing I've also come to realize is that God has also called us to take up spaces. Hence, He said in His word that you don't light a candle and put it under a bushel. And I believe even girls have the capacity to grow in that line. And that's why I do the things that I do. And I hope to see you guys soon.
Hi everyone, my name is Aima Lohi Ojekere, but you can just call me Aima. I'm a Christian content creator and I love sharing God's word through skits and reels, especially stories that young people can relate to. My goal is simple: to help every child and teenager understand that walking with God is not boring. It's real, it's fun, and it's full of life lessons that shape who we become. I'm also super passionate about acting. I love telling stories, bringing them to life, and using creativity to inspire others. I'm so excited to be part of this program and I can't wait to connect with you all. Bye!
Thank you so much, Auntie Etima. My power, it is a blessing to have Auntie Etima in your life and in your space. And I am so grateful for the opportunity. Very quickly, because I have some girls right in the studio with me and I would like to ask them some questions because it is important that they share their experiences, okay? So before I do that, I'd just like to share something really quick with all the girls listening to me. And this is me saying to all the girls all over the world, you are beautiful, you are bold, and there is so much inside of you that the world is waiting to see its manifestation. Yesterday, we had an amazing time where Dr. Kemi Oyedepo and Auntie Shokpe shared with us amazingly. One of the things they said to us yesterday is that every voice has a message. It is important to find that message and to find that voice and to use it. And they went further to say, no girl is too small to make a change. No girl is too small to cause a shift. So you can cause a shift in your class. You can cause a shift amongst your siblings. You can cause a shift anywhere that you find yourself. For now, the nation we're talking about is your environment. So you have the voice and your voice can do great things. Now, there's something I'd like to share with you very quickly. I was given the topic dealing with the struggles of finding your voice, but I'm going this way. Dealing with the struggles of finding your voice, using your voice, keeping your voice, and growing your voice. Dealing with the struggles of finding your voice, using your voice, keeping your voice. Your voice is your strength. It must not be silenced. So you have the responsibility to keep your voice. Today, I'm going to tell you some things that can silence your voice. But before I go on, one of the things I need you to know is that you have the capacity, the power, the energy, and the authority to speak. Write it for me in the chat room. I have the capacity to speak. I have the energy to speak. Every girl Every girl has that. Now, what does speak stand for? S stands for your ability to stand for something. Any girl who's going to cause a change and an eruption in the world that we live in must stand for something. There is a popular saying, when a girl doesn't have anything she's standing for, she will fall for everything. She will fall for fashion. She will fall for entertainment. She will fall for confusion. She will fall for every single unnecessary thing around her. So, if your voice will resound in the sands of time, you must stand for something. That is the first letter of the word speak. Every girl has the audacity to speak, so you must stand for something. And then P goes, prepare for your future with purpose. Don't just step into your future casually. There is a great future ahead of you. The world is waiting, but you must prepare for that future with purpose. Do you know that a girl that is living her life every day preparing for the future cannot just fit into the crowd? Auntie Chopin said that yesterday. You are not called to fit in, you are called to stand out. You are called to effect a change. So you must prepare with purpose. The next one is E. E says, express yourself. You have the capacity. Your voice is your strength. Your voice is change. Your voice is your message. Express yourself. Use your voice. Use the abilities you have. Use the talents that you have. Use it so that it doesn't waste. Use the season that you have. Every girl is in a season, and seasons can be wasted. So, for your season not to waste, express yourself. Express the talent that you have inside of you. You have the capacity. Do not let anybody shut your voice. Do not let anybody tell you, oh, I'm more beautiful than you. Oh, I'm taller than you. I'm finer than you. Don't let anybody tell you that. What you have is enough. Express it. And then A, every girl must act with courage. Courage is not the absence of fear. Courage is that even if I am afraid, I will take the next step. Courage says, even if everybody is failing, I will plunge in. So you have the capacity in you. You must act with courage. And then K. K is the one I love so much. It says, keep growing. Don't settle for less. Don't stay small. Continue to improve. Continue to add to yourself. Read books. Attend mentoring sessions. Listen. Make sure you are actively listening. Taking instructions. As you're doing that, you are growing. Growth doesn't happen in just sitting down. You must be doing something. Adding knowledge day by day to yourself, and you will grow. And finally, because I need to take my panel discussion, there are some things that silences the voice of girls. I have tagged it, the attack on your voice. And I'm going to tell you 3 things and I'll be out. Number 1 thing that attacks the voice of girls. I hope my teen girls are here because I want to talk to you. One of the things that attacks your voice is premature desire for freedom and independence. Hey. Mommy, no, I know what to do. I can handle it on my own. I don't want to be told what to do. I like this boy. Allow me to just enjoy myself. I want to make my hair. Let it be up to my bum bum. I just want to enjoy myself. I want to fix my nails at 15. I want to have my eyelash rolling up and down at 15. I know what to do. I want to be independent. See, any independence that comes before time will strangle you. Premature desire for freedom and independence, it will silence your voice. I tell you the story of a girl in Genesis 34, Dinah. Her name is Dinah. She got to a point. Her parents had set structures for her. Dinah got to a point and said, excuse me, I'm tired of this structure. I want to go and visit the daughters of the land. I want to go and see what's happening. Everybody is watching it. Everybody is talking about 6-7. Everybody is talking about K-pop Demon Hunter. Everybody is doing it. I want to do it. Everybody is dating. I want to date. Everybody has a boyfriend tagged to their name. Me too, I want to do it. Everybody is fixing their nails very long at 13. I want to do it. Premature desire for freedom and independence will strangle you. Guess who defiled dinner in Genesis 34? It was a prince. A prince is supposed to be a good person, yeah? This is how I'm tagging that. There are some things that are good, but you must not do them. Everything good is not expedient for you as a girl. So you must be very careful. And then secondly, one of the things again that silences the voice of girls is arrogance, attitude. And why will Auntie Etima talk to me? I'm a big girl, Bobo B's girl. I know what to do. I'm a babe and more. I know what to do. Check out Vashti in Esther chapter 1. It was arrogance that sent her out of the throne and removed her crown. You have a voice, but what is going to silence your voice is arrogance. Don't get carried away by beauty and splendor. Don't get carried away by the arrogance of your beauty, the arrogance of your achievement. Make sure you sit down to learn. And finally, because I'm running, they have come for me. Finally, the third thing that can silence your voice is compromising situations, character and influence of your pair. When you have pairs around you, go and read Matthew chapter 14, 6-7. You see the story of a girl called Salome, the daughter of Herodias. Something profound in that story. I don't have the time, so I cannot share. Influence made her to use her voice because of someone else's bitterness. She lost her vision. Her voice became a tool in the hand of other people. Don't let your voice become a tool in the hand of other people to achieve their selfish aim. Make sure you stand for who you are and run with your vision. You do not have to be perfect. You only have to keep growing. Visit this again, and I'm sure you will learn a lot. So we need to go to our panel discussion. So I would stop at this point. All right?
Okay, thank you
Studio.
very much, Ma. So we'll have a short break and then the panelists will be coming up. So we're going to be hearing from Blessing Amodu, Zara Ume, Aima Amalohi Ojekere, Aqua Shiki Ashesi. Okay, so we'll be hearing from them after the short break. Thank you.
Thank you.
The courage to speak truth and dream loud, be heard. The power to see beyond limits, create change, and shape the future. The strength to rise, to lead, and to stand tall. Even in the face of fear, together, these are not just words. They are the heartbeats of a generation. They are the identity of every empowered girl. The International Girls Summit 2025. Her voice, her vision, her value. Girls, it is your time.
Hey, beautiful girls from all around the world. Welcome to the International Girls Summit 2025. Today is not just another online event. It's your moment to rise, to shine, and to own your voice. Come on. You guys get what I mean? So, you guys better watch out. We're talking vision, valor, and that unstoppable girl voice.
You think this is a normal girl event? No, it's not. This is where confidence meets conversations. You will laugh, you will learn, you will even tear up a bit. From powerful speakers to mind-lifting sessions, this is where destiny meets opportunity.
If you're here, congratulations, because you chose growth over gossip, you chose purpose over pressure, and most importantly, you chose you. Because real queens don't chase moments, they create them. And today, we are making history. Welcome to the International Girls Summit 2025. Welcome back from that beautiful break. So we're going to be having our panelists. We have Blessing Amodu, we have Zara Ume, we have Aima Amailohi Ojekere, and Akwashiki Ashes. All right, let's welcome them as they join in. Welcome everyone. We're happy to have you here. Over to you, Auntie Ruth.
Hi, welcome. Sorry, hi.
Hello. Hi. Good to see you all. Aima, I see Ashezi, Blessing, and Zara Ume. You're welcome. I hope you're ready for us because we are ready for you. All right, so I'll be asking you some questions and would like you to make your questions very practical, right? So that the girls can relate with you. By the way, girls listening to us, these are all girls, right? And they have either gone through the stage that you are. Hello, Blessing, you're a girl, I'm a girl too. Okay, so it's fine. They've either gone through the stage that you are currently, or they have passed through that stage, and they will be sharing with us their experiences. So I'm going to start with Blessing. Blessing, I will start with you. And the first question I'd like to ask you, because we have so many girls who are growing up and they are struggling. So many girls know that they have potentials, they know that they have their voices, but they are struggling. So, would you like to share with us? Have you faced any struggle with either finding your voice or using your voice while growing up? Did you face any struggle? And if you did, how did you handle it? Blessing, please.
Hi, obviously. Hi, everybody. My name is Blessing. Can you hear me?
Yes, please.
Okay, I'm obviously a girl. I was responding to something else apparently. um, yes. So obviously, I have had my own struggle, and I still have struggles even as a girl, as growing up. I'm still growing, and basically, one major thing I knew that I had faced when growing up was this whole, I'll call it more like an acceptance theory, where it's like um I want to fit in so bad, right? So that's what was the major struggle that I dealt with. It was like you needed to fit in so bad. And because I'm a very, very out there person, where it's like, oh, I know how to have conversations with people or relate with them so much, it was hard to now know who I was because I was being told, oh, this you can fit into this, can fit into that. So it was like, oh, whatever was for lack of a better word, in trend, or whatever looked good was where you would find me, right? So if it was a circle of people that probably did the best of things, that's where you see me. If it was a place where it's like, oh, this is what's needed to be done part time, that's where I would be, without focusing on who am I as a person or what is my voice. So I was just tilting to what every other person thought of me, all because I needed to be accepted. And that also kind of lingered on to probably like the later years in my secondary school and going into university. And that's where it started to dawn on me that I needed to be a person of myself and not a person of others. So it was easy to mask with the things that I do, right? Because I was outspoken, so I could do other things, but you would not know that this was like an individual struggle that I was dealing with, in the sense that I needed to know who I was or my own voice. And gradually, for me, what I think step that I started to take was, the first thing was realizing that that was a problem. Because sometimes if you don't realize that it's a problem, because people like you or you're being accepted, or because you're outspoken, it's easy to just go with the flow, right? And not know that something is actually missing. But I had to just take an introspection and say, okay, who are you really? Who is Blessing, right? What do I stand for? What is the voice that I possess? What is that inner power that I possess by myself? And that question led me to understanding myself for me, right? That's why I said take like practical steps to finding what I would want to stand for, or what are the kind of principles that I would want to go by, basically. Yeah. So I think that's like the major thing that I did in terms of finding my voice.
Okay, great. Thank you so much. So, what she did was to look inwards and to ask herself sincere questions. Thank you so much. Zara, please. Zara. So, we have a lot of girls battling body image. One of the things I struggled with was my look, right? I want you to be practical to tell us. Is there something about you that you had struggled with so much? How did you overcome it? And what would be your lesson for girls on that? I like the smile. The smile tells me a lot.
Hi everyone. Thank you, Coach Ruth, for the question. Um, so I think that one thing that I personally struggled with when I was younger concerning body image was my height. So at the time, now I'm short, but at the time, I was very tall. I don't know what happened, but like I was very tall, and like I had to always stay at the back, and like so it wasn't nice. But like I remember, like I would pray. I did one time in like my GS3. I did prayer and fasting. I was like, God, I don't want to grow again. Like I prayed. It was so serious. But I think that um eventually it just it was not that deep anymore. Like nobody people got used to it, and then I got used to it. So I was just like, though. Anyhow, if it cause at first it was everybody was like, "Kai, why are you so tall?" Like, but then after some time I was just like, okay, like I'm tall, you're not, you grow, like it's okay. And I just embraced it, and
Yeah.
you know it passed. And then now everybody that was taller than then is now taller than me, so nobody even remembers that, oh, this baby was taller than me before. So eventually, like, it would pass. Just learn to be comfortable with how you are wherever you are right now. And height was not something that I could say, okay, I'll help myself reduce. So there was really nothing I could do. I just had to live with it and be fine with it. So yeah.
Okay. So it will pass. Whatever it is, it will pass. You will outgrow it, actually. All right. Thank you so much, Zara. Aima. All right. So you do a lot, and we know that you do a lot. Do you want to share with us what helped you discover your dreams and your direction in life? And that's quite early. How were you able to find your
Okay.
dream? How did you discover it, and what helped you?
Number one, God. And the second one was passion. I had passion for acting. Like that had been my dream since I was young. So I would go around, I act with mannequins whenever I go for shopping, and then I act with my dolls. I'll use the AC remote as a phone, and then I'll use my mom's makeup and wear wigs, and yeah, that was it. So, and I'm a very shy person. So I found out that acting made me express myself the more. So yeah, I had passion for acting, and God, I got a message from God, and He was like, this is what I want you to do. This is your purpose on earth. This is why you were birthed. Yeah. So God, passion, and I'm really grateful to God for my parents for nurturing and teaching me lessons that helped me understand.
Okay, thank you so much, Aima. So, if I heard you clearly, one of the things that every girl must have is a relationship with God, right? That's very
Yeah.
important because God will need to also lead you, right? Directly. That's what I picked from what she had said. Thank you so much. Ashezi, I hope I got your name. Did I get your name? Tell us, have you been rejected before? Share with us practically where you were rejected, maybe by your peers, and how did you manage it? Because some girls die because they are rejected. How did you manage? You're muted.
Um,
Thank you for that question. And yes, you got my name correctly. Okay, so have I been rejected by my peers? Yes. I think around sometime when I was younger, I had a friend who I had this really close friend, and after some time, he started to change, and we had very different values, and she started to exclude me from everything. And she was one of my only friends, so I felt really bad for a long time. But I think to get over it, I realized that she wasn't someone I wanted to associate myself with anyways. And I got new friends and I grew and I learned that I have to be very I have to be very intentional with the people I put in my space. And I realized it's not the end of the world. She's not the only person in the world. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much. All right. That brings me to the next question for Blessing. All right, so this question is just coming. I want to ask you about boys. Oh, she has gone there. Yes, I'm going there. I'm going there because we have teen girls, all right, and young adults here. So tell us, one of the wonders of girls is boys, beauty, boys, and what again? I don't know, right? But how do you manage it? Because a girl gets to a stage and boys are all over her. All right. And sometimes they get so excited
Yeah.
and they say yes to this, yes to that, yes to this, yes to that. And before you know, in 1 year, you can count 20 boys that you have said yes to. How should a girl manage that season where she has a lot of boys coming her way?
Okay. Well, I'm glad we went here, and it's also very important that we discuss it. Right? It's a very serious conversation. I'm going to use my secondary school example as one thing that kept me going. And in as much as I talked about wanting to fit in, there's one thing I knew and understood. I've always been a church girl, right? Even right from teen years. So I've heard a lot from being a church girl and choosing the kind of friends. My friends don't choose me, even with every confession I had gone through as a teenager. You don't choose me. I get to choose who I call friends, right? And it was quite important because there was a time where having crush was a thing. Where it's like, oh, you crush on this person. You know, even in teen church then it was a thing too. Hope Auntie Tima is not here, you know. Was a thing, right? Where it's like, oh, you have crush on this person, you have crush on that person. When we sit in classes, it's like, oh, you don't want this person to sit close to you because that's the person you crush on. But I think one major thing that kind of helped us in that period was because we're having that conversation regularly with the teachers that we had. It wasn't something that we was hidden where it's like, oh, you don't know what it means for a boy to like you or for you to like a boy. I think that's where the major issue comes from, where it's like when girls go through this season, we tend to just keep it. And I'm not saying tell your parents because sometimes they can for they can react in a way. But having people like your mentor or teachers in church was like a safe haven for us. Where it's like we could talk about the fact that, oh, this to see. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you now. We lost you for a moment, but you're back.
I don't know if I okay. Yes. Okay, great. It was a safe haven where we could talk about the fact that, oh, this was happening. So it wasn't like, oh, I went directly to my parents because I knew how they'll probably react to that information. But for me as a girl, after that conversation, understanding my power as I'm the one that can let things happen was important, right?
Yeah.
Also, my secondary school, it's not like I didn't have people in my class who had relationships, right? But I knew one thing that I like what one of the speakers said was like purpose, right? I may not have had the full picture of where I was going, but there was just one thing that was clear. Is the fact that this boy, the mommy is giving him money, or the daddy is giving him money to bring to school. My mommy is also giving him money, and my dad is giving money to bring to school, or they are packing food for us. So there's nothing you are giving me at this point that is not coming from your parents, right? Or there's nothing I'm offering you at this point that's not coming from my parents. So you didn't have that independence to say this person could actually take care of me. What are we doing? So I had that clear picture of where I was going, and this just didn't fit into the picture. And most times where this comes from, it stems from us not understanding how to love ourselves well. Because if you love yourself well and you tell yourself certain things, you wouldn't need an external validation to say you are beautiful. My girls, you are pretty. Right? So that understanding was there for me. Trust me, I carried my head up high all through my secondary school. Yes. Why like everybody kept saying, oh, blessing is, I like that. But I also made it known that this was a thing I wasn't interested in, because the self-sufficiency that I'm having, or that I'm creating for myself, is keeping me going. Right? And the truth is, was it easy? No, it wasn't. Well, it's like you are just the odd one out. It wasn't easy. But when we look back at things now, there is a clear difference. And that's why when Zara said it will pass, it will actually pass, right? At that time, the ones that were in relationship, trust me, there's nothing anymore. Everybody has moved on with life. We've grown, right? And you don't want to be in that situation where you carry certain baggages with you as you are growing. But understanding who you are as a person, and understanding that there's a greater thing more than where you are at the moment, is one thing that will kind of keep you going. And please, I just saw something pop up on the screen where it's like, can you tell your friend about your crush? You are in the same boat. Trust me. It's not like my friends didn't have crush too. But the only thing is, we're kind of leaning on each other. And what do I mean by that? It was more like, oh, I tell you that at this point, this isn't what we need, right? At this point, this isn't what is going to work for us. The funny thing is, I've grown with most of my friends from Teens Church up until now, and we still have certain conversations. And let me tell you what, one of the major things that we're struggling with now is the trends of things, right? Where it's like, oh, there are certain trends that our age mates are doing, and it now looks like we are the ones that are struggling to probably get a job or get an advanced degree, whereas every other person is living the life, right? So that's where we are right now. Before it was crush, but this is where we are. And then we remind ourselves that there is a greater calling. And that's what we keep saying, even right from when we're in Teens Church. So for boys, the truth is they would come, right? They will tell you you're beautiful, but understanding that you need to love yourself to the point where you see these things, and having someone who you can talk to aside your parent unit. Even, I mean, you can have parents who would not probably flare up. My mom would probably flare up at that conversation and not necessarily want to listen for us to talk about it. But I think that's what really helped me through that process.
All righty. Thank you so much. One of the things she kept saying is community system. Teens Church, Teens Church, Teens Church. Please make sure you belong to a community. Zara, you have many fans. So many questions for you, but I'll pick one. Zara, how do you shine your light in school if you don't know how to and you are afraid that people will judge you? That's the same question you're going to take with, how do I speak up when I am shy? So please marry the two questions together and just help us answer that. You're muted.
Okay. But the question is, how do you speak up if you are shy in school?
How do you speak up if you're shy? And how do you shine your light in school if you don't know how to and you are afraid that people will judge you?
Okay. So for starters, people would only judge you. First of all, people will always judge. Like they always have something to say. And then second of all, you are afraid because you, I want to put this in a very nice way. Most of the time, you're afraid because you can't offer what they need. So before you go outside and say, okay, I want to shine my light in school, you need, obviously, we are all shining lights, we're all bright based on the word of God and what we know is inside of us. But then you have to actually have something, have value that you are going to give to them. Because nobody is going to call you and be like, oh, you, I can see it in my spirit that you have a light. come and shoot video for us. You don't know how to shoot a video. So if you are going to shine your light somewhere, you have to have the skills that you need to shine the light. And then it's normal, obviously, that to be scared and to be shy because for one, it's like I want to assume that it's a new environment to take control of, and you probably don't know how to go about it, and like all of that. So I this is my second year in school now. Last year when I came, I just came. Like I was just like, now I'm in another city. I literally don't know anybody here. I'm like, wow, oh my god. Okay, now where did we start from? So I'm just like watching. I think like the first thing, watch and observe. Look for the just mark certain people. Like okay, this person does this person does this person does this. I think Emma spoke about discovering what you want to do, your purpose and stuff. So look for somebody that is working like in line with what you want to do. So there were a couple of people that used to do every time school had events, they would call them. If they're not there, that event is not holding. They'll call them, you see them, they'll be rolling wire, setting camera doing. I'm like, okay, I know you guys, I know you. And then over time, I started to build relationships with these people. I'm like, okay, me, I'm not even like, oh, I don't know how to, all these things, I don't know how to do it. Like, I literally just came. Where I'm coming from, they don't used to do all these things. So what's the, tell me, where do we start from? And then this will now say, okay, do this, do this, do this. I'm going here, follow. We're doing this, join. But sometimes you don't want to, like, obviously, like in school, you have other things they are doing. You don't want to, or like they're like, Mama, we're tired, though, but continue going. We go, and that was it's not even last year, a couple of months ago. I came back to school this semester. I've not even dropped my bag. Everybody's sending me message. Zara, please, we need you to. Zara, please, we need you to. I'm like, hello, sir, please, excuse me, sir. I don't even know. Like somebody, one of the staff texted me and said, we had a meeting and we want to start something in school. I wrote your name to handle it. Please say yes. I've already told them you do it. I said, sorry, ma. I've not even resumed. What are you talking about? So when you have, and that's because she knows, they know that what they want to do, I can't do it. If it was last year, nobody knew me. Like I was just there, go to class, go back to my hostel. But like I found a way to build skills that they need. So I don't have to go around and saying stuff please I want to do. Now they know that okay, there's somebody that can help our life. Like please, let us go and call her. Immediately after that, somebody else called me and said, you know that in school we cannot pay you. Even if you give us price, if we cannot afford it, please help us. So in the process, I'm building myself. In the process, I'm building capacity. And in the process, I'm giving back to a community. I'm adding value to a place that is adding value to me. So you will be shy, you will be scared, you will be all of that. But if you know that you have what they need, my dear, the you even knowing that you can do all of these things self will give you the boldness and the courage that okay, it's something I can do easily now. It's not that hard, it's not that. So I would say build relationships, have a community, get skills that they need. Yes. I
All
was able
right.
to answer the
Thank you.
question very well.
Yes, you did. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So we just ask Aima one more question so that we can move from here. Our time is really fast spent. So Aima, do you want to share with us? Um, we know that okay, God helped you, your parents' counsel and guidance has helped you to find your voice. Do you want to share practically with girls a time where you you felt weary or maybe you felt confused? And how did you pull through? Practically share with us a time where you had to be bold about something, even when people didn't believe you.
Um. Okay. I've never really been in that spot before, but for girls out there that feel like that, I mean, use read the Bible. I'd always say, my mom will always tell me this thing. She says um that we should learn how we should have a relationship with God. We should read the Bible. I mean, there's no trouble that you cannot. There's there's nothing you cannot do. There's nothing. Hey, Jesus.
It's okay.
My mom would always say, have a relationship with God and read your Bible. Reading your Bible helps you grow. Like, I mean, read your Bible, pray every day. So yeah, reading your Bible will help you grow. And so if you're that girl that's in that shoe whereby you are facing challenges and those weariness and everything, read your Bible, have a relationship with God, study. Also watch podcasts,
Yeah.
inspirational videos, and are firm. Have positive people around you.
Hmm. Amazing. Thank you so much. All right. Keep growing. You keep growing. You keep becoming. You get bolder. Thank you so much for that, Aima. All right. Ashaji, we know that you do something with the United Nations. Do you want to share with the girls all over the world how you speak in the United Nations with girls from other countries? How do you fit in? How do you manage? How do you navigate your way through? What has helped you this far?
Um, Thank you for that question. So I am part of UNICEF YPAT, that's UNICEF Young People's Action Team, and it's for Nigeria, and it's a group of young people in Nigeria that are doing stuff in their community, and it's been a very inspiring experience. And I think being with a lot of young people and girls, obviously, that are doing a lot, sometimes there's comparison where you want compare yourself with us, like they're doing this, why can't I do this too? But I think um it's also really nice to have a community, and you know that not everyone's journey is the same. So obviously you guys are on very different paths. So that of you guys are on very different paths, and your story is going completely different. And it's also very good to have a community to rely on, and to know, so you can know that what you're doing is enough. Thank you.
Thank you so much, powerful, empowered girls. Thank you for sharing your journey with us. Even with the older ones, we have learned from your journey. Thank you so much. We really do appreciate you. One of the things that everybody has said in one way or the other is community. You really cannot do life alone. You need people who would support you. You need people who would help you. You need people who would influence you positively. For some on the panel, their parents were there for them. Some had mentors whose voices they kept hearing. And the more you hear, the bolder you get. So I've seen a lot of questions around crushes. I've seen a lot of questions. I'm going to school. I'm shy that people won't accept me. Girls often battle with rejection. Girls often battle with rejection. Girls battle with the fear of unknown. What's going to happen when I go? Nothing is going to happen. The only thing that is going to happen is that you will become. That's the only thing that will happen. So you need to have a positive mindset. See, whatever happens in life, whether it's failure, whether it's rejection, it's going to shape you. And you need to prepare like that. All right. So don't go with the fear. Oh, Blessing went. They rejected her. She stood. Zana went. They did not reject her. Can I tell you the truth? People will reject you. It is normal. Just get ready. They will reject you. They will insult you. One of the names they called me petite, small, down to earth, full stop. Yes, because I'm not so tall. They called me full stop. And it's okay. It's fine. Some of these things will push you to the direction of your purpose. So don't lose your guard. Don't drop the towel. Don't say, oh, I'm shy. I'm shrinking. Don't shrink. Don't be buried. Stand up on top of that thing and move. Get a community. Join Girls Hub. All these questions you're asking us about crushes, the answer is inside Girls Hub. Come to Girls Hub. We are there, all of us. We will answer you and we will guide you. You need a guide, you need a support. You cannot travel the journey alone. I believe that you've learned something. Thank you so much, our empowered panelists. Blessing. Thank you, Zara. Thank you, Emma. Thank you, Ashezi. We are all so blessed to have you. And the world is blessed to have listened to your unique voices today. Thank you. We look forward to more time with you. God bless you. Keep spreading the light, keep shining, and let us all tap from your shining. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you for being here. God bless you. I hope you have learned something. And we will continue. The program continues. Make sure you don't go anywhere. Thank you. Studio, please.
Everyone, my name is Zara Mabel. Everybody calls me Zara. I'm a lifestyle content creator, a videographer, creative director, and an editor. I love to inspire younger teenagers to find their purpose. I work hand in hand with the Responsible Teens Academy as a peer mentor, and on the side, I'm a project manager. I hope to uplift, educate, and connect with you. Can't wait to see you.
Hello, I'm Ashesi Akwashiki, an 11-year-old author, poet, and literacy advocate from Nigeria. I founded Book Buddies by Shezi, a non-profit that promotes reading and literacy among children in IDP camps and underserved schools. Through my storytelling and poetry, I inspire young girls to believe in their dreams and use their voices for change. I'm honored to be part of the International Girls Summit 2025, celebrating the voice, vision, and valor of girls everywhere.
Hi everyone, my name is Blessing Amodu and I'm currently a graduate student pursuing an advanced degree in education, but I also work in the non-profit sector as a programs manager, specifically targeting projects that deals with women and girls empowerment and education. And this is where I also find my passion, because I've come to realize that the more we amplify the voices of women and girls starting from an early age, the better we would have a world where women and girls are able to speak up for themselves and do better and succeed at things that they put their mind to do. And above all, as a Christian girl, one thing I've also come to realize is that God has also called us to take up spaces. Hence, He said in His word that you don't light a candle and put it under a bushel. And I believe even girls have the capacity to grow in that line. And that's why I do the things that I do. And I hope to see you guys soon.
Hi everyone, my name is Aima Lohi Ojekere, but you can just call me Aima. I'm a Christian content creator and I love sharing God's word through skits and reels, especially stories that young people can relate to. My goal is simple: to help every child and teenager understand that walking with God is not boring. It's real, it's fun, and it's full of life lessons that shape who we become. I'm also super passionate about acting. I love telling stories, bringing them to life, and using creativity to inspire others. I'm so excited to be part of this program and I can't wait to connect with you all. Bye!